their father's seed. So the Lord allowed it because of multiplication. He needed the people to multiply. So it wasn't something that we got to look at and say, okay, well, God allowed it then, it's okay. No, back then people multiplied. You got to understand that. Even from the beginning of time, Adam and Eve and their children had to multiply with each other because there was only limited people on the earth. So incest was something that God allowed for multitude to multiply. Also, we have to understand that through that, when we was talking about how God split up the people, is because he wanted people not in all one geographic area. He wanted people to go different places so they'd be able to spread out and grow in multitude in that area, and spread and grow out into multitude in that area. So this is why Noah and his cousin Art was separated. God told them to go separate ways so they'd be able to extend their seed into different geographic areas. So I wanted to bring that up because a lot of people will look and say, well, if the Bible says it was okay for Lot's daughters to do that.
Old Testament.
That was the Old Testament when God allowed that, and like I said, for the reason for people to multiply. And if they didn't multiply, we wouldn't be here today. But in the New Testament, God stopped that, and that is against God because we had enough people on the earth, and we don't need to do that any longer. So I'm going to have Isaiah continue to go on